I'm Scott Taylor.
And I'm Mike Bjorkman.
And we're the owners of SCV Leasing. Mike, I just got on my little smartphone a warning from the local sheriff's department that the rental scammers are back and in action. Can you help us maybe understand a little bit about sort of some common rental scams that we see as professionals, and maybe how tenants out there can avoid those things as moving forward?
Right. With technology today, everything's online. You know, almost 100% of our tenants shop for a new rental online.
Yeah.
So naturally that opens it up to global threats for scam artists.
Right.
And typically these scam artists are overseas. And I'll just kind of give you an example of the most common one. They will steal off our website our photos, all the information, and they'll put it on, for instance, Craigslist is a big one.
Yes.
And you'll look at it, maybe you're familiar with looking in there, you'll see, wow, you know, that's a great house. It's X amount of square footage, bed and bath, and you know, seems to be like $500-600 less than market value.
Right.
I really want to jump on that before somebody else does. So naturally you hit contact. There's never a phone number, so don't even, you know, if there's a phone number, it's probably legit. So you email this person and, you know, it'll say, hi, this is Mr. Smith. I'm in the military and I'm trying to hurry up and get this rented out. I have 20 other applications, but you seem like a great person. If you go ahead and wire over the funds, I'll hold it for you, and then I'll have my associate, my friend, my wife, somebody meet you at the property Friday at noon to give you the keys. Somebody goes, oh man, he's got 20 offers, I better wire the money. So that's what happens. You wire the money, you wired it overseas, and now the money's gone. I'll give a quick example. We had a friend of ours renting out a guest house actually on my street. And I get a call from him, or emergency text, and I say, what's happening? Well, he comes home from work to find 4 different families sitting at the door wanting their keys. It almost turns into a fist fight. They're demanding the money back from him, the owner, who had no idea. So, and one of the things as us as a property management company, we can't control that.
No.
There's millions and millions of ads all across the country on different websites. You know, of course, Craigslist being the first one. But why don't you tell them how to avoid that particular thing from happening, or how to make themselves comfortable?
That sounds good. So I would do a couple things. If it's at all possible, try and work with a local, reputable management company. So wherever that is, you know, it's us, it's the competition, whatever it is, but somebody, or if you're watching this, you know, across the country, local and reputable, you know, you can go to their office, you can see that they're in business. I think that's a first good start. Then certainly never pay any funds in advance on something like that, sort of that desperation idea. 2, if it sounds like it's too good of a deal to be true, it is, and that's always the ones I've always seen. I've never seen them like $50 or $100 lower. They're always like $500 or $600 lower. So that's the number one thing. And then I was reading in the little email that came out from the sheriff's department, and they said a couple interesting things. They said, be wary of any communication that's only via email. So you mentioned that. And then they said, watch for that language. They said because a lot of the people that are scammers are oftentimes, you know, English is a second language. So there's going to start with a lot of, and this was specifically said in this particular memo from the sheriff, you know, if it starts with sir or madam a lot. They said that's maybe an indication. Over excessive use of capitals, poor English. So that's not to say that people that aren't strong in English aren't legitimate landlords. They certainly can be. But certainly if you put that together with the super low price and the idea that they're trying to create desperation and panic in the marketplace and get you to wire money, I think all of that kind of smacks of fraud.
Unless you've signed an agreement, you never give money. And one of the nice things about us being your local representative, whether it's with our company or not, I'd say feel free to reach out to us, and we'll verify the home ownership. So we can tell you who the owner is, and if you're not dealing with that person, that's probably a pretty good question.
And you helped out your friend on your street. I had a friend as well that did the same thing. They said, oh, we're trying to rent this house, you know, and I'm really concerned because the person says they're out of country. And I was really concerned. I did the background research, and as it turns out, I knew the person that wanted to move in. I actually knew the person that owned the house, and I knew that they were out of country, and I knew why they were out of country. They had simply moved, you know, to Italy. They were opening up a bed and breakfast. That was their dream. So in this one particular instance, it turned out that somebody from out of country owned the house. It was legitimate. But I still like the idea that they could turn to me, ask a question as a professional. Again, it wasn't a transaction we were involved in, wasn't even in our area, that we could sort of help them out.
So good, free, solid advice from us. This is Scott Taylor, Scott at scvleasing.com. I'm Mike Bjorkman, Mike at scvleasing.com, or feel free to call the office, 661 294-8500. You have a great day.